Hi everyone, welcome back to Property Investing with Abby. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how you can retire before the age of 40 and what that means to you, because retirement means different things to each of us. So I'm going to take you through my 3 biggest tips today that can help you to start that plan. So I really started my plan probably when I was 31. So at the age of 31, I'd worked my way up the corporate career ladder. I had quite a good career, married with little children, and that was really the time that hit me that I needed to do something because I didn't want this just to be my life. And what I mean with just to be my life was I had a very stressful job. I was working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, not seeing my children a lot. And the thing that really hit me was I was counting down all the time to weekends or holidays or special occasions, and I wasn't actually living every single day that, you know, the life that I wanted to live. I was just going to work, doing the daily grind, coming home from work, sorting the kids out, going to bed, and it was just the same old. And I was watching different people on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and they were having these amazing lives, like living every single day like it, you know, was their last day on the planet and doing exactly what they wanted. Now, and I started to ask myself the question, how could I have that? How could I retire? So I know retire for most people means old, but for me it means how could I stop working and be able to live every single day like I would want to? And you've got to ask yourself the question, if money was no obstacle and if you didn't have to work and if you could have your perfect day, what would that be for you? And then what would that be if you had your perfect day every single day? How your life would change. And one of my mentors said to me, you know, you only get one life. This isn't a rehearsal, this is it. Most of us work all the way until we're 65, 70, doing the same thing over and over, retire at 70 with ill age and never get to properly live. Oh, we have the few weeks, don't we, where we go abroad, you know, we have Christmas, we have our special birthdays, we have that little bit, but it's not every day. So I started to ask myself, how could I, before the age of 40, do it? What would I need to do? So this is step 1. First of all, I needed to work out what money I needed to do it. So what were my costs that if I could get covered every month, meaning I didn't work? So that was the first bit. The second bit was, because I don't want to live an average life. You know, I might want to go traveling. Today I'm in Windermere and I've booked a beautiful hotel and I'm here. You know, how much money would I need to do that? What would it truly mean to me? So using those 2 figures, I got to a figure in my head, and mine was about £10,000 a month to pay all my costs and then have enough money to, you know, to live the life that I wanted. So that was step 1. Step 2 then was figuring out how much time I had. So I was 31, so I had 9 years until I hit 40. So I'm 35 now, so I've actually done it in 4 years, what I set out to do. So how much time did I have and how much time could I commit? Because the problem is for a lot of us, we don't really have that mind, that big pain point to push ourselves to go and do something, because we're in a comfortable job, aren't we? I was earning 50, 60 grand a year, quite comfortable, had a nice big house, life was, you know, okay. I didn't really have the pain, but I needed to work out what was going to give me the pain. And for me, it was my divorce that did it, that really gave me the pain. But if I'd not have had my divorce, I would have had to work out what's going to make me do this when at the end of the day I'm tired and I've picked the kids up. What's going to make me turn and actively work on this life? And you've got to figure that out for you. For me, it was my divorce, because I felt like I was back. I'd worked all my life and then I was back to square one and I've not really built anything. And that was the biggest hit for me. And I thought, I'm never going to allow one thing in my life, meaning that I've all of a sudden half my income's gone, which was with my ex-husband. But you've got to work out that pain and you've got to work out what you're going to commit. Now, when I'm teaching people or when I'm on our mastermind program, I normally say the minimum you need to commit to is 6 hours a week. So 6 hours a week on this plan. So work out how long have you got left? Mine was 9 years. How much do you want per month? Mine was about £10,000. Then how much time do you commit? And the minimum if you're going to make this work is 6 hours to do this. The next tip that you need is you need to know how you're going to do this. Many people go stocks and shares. We're seeing lots of people go and invest in crypto at the minute, and that's going to be their get out of jail, you know. Mine was property. And I know property sounds scary to a lot of people and it's frightening and you need a lot of money, but I knew people that were doing property that weren't multimillionaires, that hadn't been born with a silver spoon. I just didn't know how. And property is tangible, it's here, safe as houses. So I picked property, but I needed to know what I was doing. So you need to commit to your education, knowledge and network. So I did a lot of different courses, read lots of books, and I truly got to understand property, how I was was gonna find these deals, finance them, what property I was gonna do, because there's so many you can do. Buy-to-lets, commercial, holiday lets, title splits, developments, you know, what are you gonna do? Out of your 6 hours per week, education and knowledge comes first. And I'd say for the first year, my education and knowledge came first. I didn't really do a lot, but I got educated. I understood the principles. I started having a go, and that's absolutely key. And then the biggest tip I can give you is take action. We see so many people that learn how to do property, understand it all, you know, could do it, but they don't take action. Why? Because of fear. I don't know how you sort of do this, but you need to give yourself the fear of your current life, because if you're afraid of your current life and staying like that until the age of, you know, 70, then you're gonna push yourself to take action. But so many people are just so frightened to take action because it's outside of the normal system that they don't go. And I had massive fear because I did not want to be doing the same job all the time. I wanted to get rid of the job, rid of the boss, have the life that I wanted. So you need to take action. I'm sat here now, I'm 35 years old. I make £120,000 a year from property, just property. That's nothing else that I do. So I can retire tomorrow. But I choose what I do with my days now. I'm in complete control because I'm not pulled and controlled by having to trade my time for money, having a job. So you could do that too, and I've done it in 4 years. So my tips are, figure out how much time you have until you retire. Figure out what the money value is that you want to retire on, because it's different for all of us. So that's second. Get educated, knowledge, make your network work for you, and then take action. Make your current life that you're fearful of so you actually do something, because too many of us are just comfortable in the system and you have to get out of that comfort zone. So most people think retiring using property as a vehicle, they need huge big portfolios, lots of property, they foresee lots of issues with this. In reality, that's not quite true. I've got one of my properties, it's in Filey, it's a holiday let, it makes £20,000 net per year from that one property. If you were wanting to retire on £60,000 a year, you don't need 3 of those properties, just 3 little holiday lets, making you good money. You outsource all of the running to an agent, and you can just sit back and enjoy. And it's that type of thing that you would need to understand. I mean, if you want buy-to-lets, on average they make £500 a month, so you need a few more. But this is all about having your plan and having the education and knowledge to know how are you going to set up. You could have a commercial property. You know, we saw a commercial property the other day. You buy it for £500,000, it's making 40 grand net a year. You know, you wouldn't need many of them, would you? It's just you don't know what you don't know at the minute. The biggest thing is understanding what retirement means to you. So drop in the comments below what retirement means to you. It's not sitting around looking after your grandchildren, because you're going to be 40, so you probably won't have any grandchildren. But what are you going to do? What doors does it unlock for you? You know, with me, it's the fact that I can, at the drop of the hat, just get on a plane and go somewhere sunshiny abroad, or I can just get to spend it with the people I love, get to see my grandma more. You know, I'm not tied to 9 to 5 thinking I've only got 30 days holiday this year. How am I going to spend it? I'm like, wow, I've got 365 days holiday this year. How am I going to spend it? I don't need to penny pinch because I've got the money. That's the true beauty of it. Now, not many people are able to do this, but if you really put your time and effort into it, if you get educated, get the knowledge you need, you can absolutely smash it. So in this video, we talked about how you can retire before you are 40. We talked about how I can do it, and we talked about the big things you need to do. You need to figure out what income you want, what time you've got left, how many hours you can commit, how you're going to get the education and knowledge. I hope you really, really enjoyed it, and I hope to see some of you soon.